Thank you for joining me. I've got a nice little start to the day, good morning flow for us to do. Just a real nice overall stretch for the body and get you ready to start your day. All right, so start in a cross-legged easy pose. Sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back a few times. Loosen up the shoulders and the chest and the back. All right, let's stretch the neck a bit. Just drop that right ear down towards the right shoulder, stretching out the side of the neck. Lift to center, and then release that left ear down towards the left shoulder. Back to center, and then drop the chin towards the chest. Stretch the back of the neck here. Inhale, lift the chin all the way up towards the ceiling. Stretch the throat, stretch the neck. Release back to center. And let's come into a side body stretch here. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Just stretch through the waist. It's an inhale, lift, and then release to the left. Take your time here. Ooh, nice and slow. Come back to center. Let's come into a twist. We're going to bring that left hand to the right knee and just look back over the right shoulder. Release with the exhale and come around to the opposite side. Right hand, left knee, looking back over the left shoulder. And back to center. Bring those fingertips down to the mat. We're going to do 5 rounds of rainbow breath here. With the inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lower the arms. You have the option to lift the gaze with the hands if you want, and then lower the gaze with the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Make a little connection to the breath there. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. All right, let's make our way into child's pose here. Bringing those knees about as wide as the mat, big toes together, sitting back on the heels to start, and then releasing the upper body down. Just relax into it here. Let those arms just lay out in front of you. Couple nice breaths here. Rotate that head from side to side. More stretches for the neck. Awesome, massaging that forehead. Coming back to center. Really stretch those hands towards the top corners of the mat. And then we're going to leave our elbows on the mat and bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. It's a bit of a tricep stretch here. You can walk those elbows out a little bit if you want to go deeper. You'll even feel it in your upper back then. Release with the exhale and start to make your way towards tabletop. So we're bringing those knees under the hips and the wrists under the shoulders here. 5 rounds of cat-cow here, arching the back, inhaling to cat. Exhale, release, cow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull the chest through. Inhale, pull the belly button in. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Last one. Nice full inhale up into cat. Exhale, release to cow. All right, come back to neutral. And we're going to stretch the right toes to the back of the mat. Stretch that leg out. Keep the hip pointed down here. Also stretching the foot. Bring that knee back under you. Move to the opposite side. Left toes come to the back of the mat. Keeping the hip pointed down. Good morning, Kathy. Bring that left knee back under you, and then we're gonna sit back on our heels here. Bring those hands back towards the hips, stretching out the front of the thighs here, those big quad muscles. Your next inhale, make your way back towards tabletop. And then we're going to take a seat on our mat. We're going to work the hips a little bit here. So start with those knees pointed up, feet flat to the mat or flat to the floor, hands behind you. We're just going to let those knees drop left and right. Working those hips just a little bit to start. 5 times each way. One more. And then come back to center. We're gonna bring those legs into 90-90s now. So like basically 2 L's. So we're keeping this hip and knee in a line, and then the knee and the ankle in a line, and then the same thing with the opposite leg. Hands come back behind you to balance you, and then you're just gonna flip the knees. Really let that front knee come into the floor, into the mat, and then flip back the other way. Flip. Rotate. One more time each way. And then come back to your starting spot. All right, we're gonna come into deer now. So we're gonna lift up a little bit, and we're gonna turn and lean over that left leg. Coming into a little bit of a fold here. Really great for the outside of the hips. This can be an alternative to pigeon, especially if pigeon's really hard on your knees. Give deer a try. Stretches the same part of the hip, but without being too intense on the knees. All right, with your next inhale, make your way back up to a seat, and then flip the legs the opposite direction and come into deer on the opposite side. It's also really nice to connect to the breath first thing in the morning and bring you to the present moment. Back around to center, bring both knees up, and back into that cross-legged easy pose. We're going to stretch out the chest a little bit here, bring those arms out to the sides, pull the shoulder blades towards one another, and then bring right arm under left, give yourself a big hug, open up the upper back here. With the exhale, open back out, stretch, bring the shoulder blades towards one another. And then bring that left arm under the right, big hug. Stretch out the upper back. And release. We're gonna come down onto our back. We're gonna do a little inversion here. Just bridge for a little bit. So lay down on your back, feet flat. Knees pointed towards the ceiling, arms relaxed along your sides. With the inhale, we're gonna lift the tailbone and engage the glutes here. A couple breath cycles here. With your next exhale, lower the tailbone back down towards the mat. And we're going to cross the ankles and roll up to a seat. Then lengthen those legs out. We're going to come into a forward fold. So lift, release forward. Few breath cycles here. With the inhale, lift, release those arms down. And make your way towards that tabletop position once more. That's knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Little thread the needle here, right arm rises. Bring that right arm through the hole, shoulder and ear down to the mat here. Reach that left hand out in front of you, just a couple breath cycles here. Using your next inhale, make your way back to tabletop position, and then go the opposite direction. Left arm rises, bring it through the hole created on the side, and bring that right hand towards the top corner of the mat. With your next inhale, make your way back to tabletop. Tuck those toes, lift the hips, down dog. Take a moment to walk the dog a bit here. Stretch those legs out. It's a nice movement. Work at those toes and feet as well too. And then let those knees come across. Get a little bit of rotation in the body. All right, walk those feet up towards the hands. Take a moment there in forward fold, coming into ragdoll, taking a hold of those opposite elbows. Get a little motion in the upper body. Really release that low back. Release the hands, push through the feet, roll up into mountain. Take your time here, release the hands out to the side, stand tall and proud. Inhale, lift the arms, upward salute. Exhale, release down. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. All right, we're gonna finish out with 1 round of sun salutation A. Let's bring those hands to heart center. Take a moment there. This is a great opportunity to set an intention for the day. Just experiencing the breath coming in. More breath here. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Allow the knees to come down first and then the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bring the feet forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, return to mountain. 3 more breath cycles here. Connect to the breath. Connect to the heart. Connect to your intention.